Hi everyone, I'm Jennifer from English with Jennifer. How do you learn words in English? Conversation helps. When I talk with my students, Flavia and Andreia, we find new words. Sometimes they ask me about a word. Sometimes I tell them a new expression. Listen.
We're all ready. How are you doing today?
I'm good, thank you.
You're pretty good, but it's raining. I'm a little sleepy.
Yes.
Yeah. How are you feeling?
I'm good.
You were sick last week.
Last week.
Are you better?
Yes. The strong flu.
You had the flu.
Yes.
Yes, I had the
But
flu.
now I took the flu vaccine.
Good.
Yes.
Did you get your flu shot?
Yes.
Good. I did too. Last week I got my flu shot. So maybe the whole winter
Yeah.
we're going to be healthy.
Yes.
Right? What do we say?
Oh, we learned it. But
What am I doing? Knock.
Knock
Knock on
on
the
the
wood.
On the wood.
Any wood. All right. Knock on wood.
Knock on the wood.
And if you don't have wood, you could knock on wood. So knock on wood, we're all going to be healthy. Yes, I don't like being sick. Certain things worry me or scare me. I don't like the flu. When I was driving here, something kind of scared me or just made me feel sad. I was driving and I saw an accident. Yeah. And I saw the police cars come, and the car definitely, I guess 2 cars hit each other really bad. Yeah, and I feel so sad when I see a bad car accident.
Yes.
Yeah, it's sad that the cars are in bad shape. It's sad that people are upset. Yeah, yeah.
It's probably the foliage and
The leaves?
leaves is in the
Oh, you think the roads are
Yes.
not in good condition? It's dangerous?
yes.
Yeah. Do you know what that word is? The roads are wet today. Yeah. And when roads or sidewalks are wet, we say they're slippery.
Slippery.
Slippery. It's like they're wet and dangerous, right? We can fall if they're slippery, and cars can also have accidents, right?
Did you learn new vocabulary? Say slippery. Slippery. This means you can fall because the floor or the ground is wet. A slippery road. The sidewalk is slippery. Say knock on wood. Knock on wood. We say this for good luck, and then we knock 3 times. Knock on wood. Another way to learn new words is to read. I want to share a short story with you. You can practice reading it with Flavia and Andreia. Let's practice vocabulary, grammar, and pronunciation.
I have a story about chocolate cake. Okay. Not just any chocolate cake, a really, really, really good chocolate cake. It's called the perfect chocolate cake. Okay. So the first time I'm going to read, I'll ask you some questions and then you're going to read. Okay? Listen. The perfect chocolate cake. Last Saturday, I went to the art museum. I didn't have enough time to see everything. There are too many things to see in one day, but I walked around and enjoyed a lot of different art pieces. I saw paintings of nature and people. I also saw some paintings of food. My favorite was a painting of a chocolate cake. It looked good enough to eat. After the museum, I was still thinking about that chocolate cake, so I stopped at a bakery. They had a beautiful cake with orange slices on top, but it was too big for one person. I looked for something else. Finally, I saw it, a lovely little chocolate cupcake. It was big enough to make me happy, but also small enough to eat on my way home? Okay. My cake story. Right. Any new words? Art pieces, bakery.
Bakery. I forgot.
It's a store.
Stop.
And what do they sell at bakeries?
Breads.
Cake,
Cookies.
cookies, all the yummy sweet things, yes. Cake. And something else, right? Something different. Something else, something different. Okay. Where did I go last weekend?
Art museum.
Art museum.
Art museum.
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 The art museum.
Museum.
I went to the art museum. Why didn't I see everything?
What?
Why? Why didn't I see everything?
Oh, because you didn't have enough time.
Exactly. I didn't have enough time to see everything. Which painting was my favorite?
Of food?
Which food?
Which food?
What kind of food? Which painting was my favorite?
Chocolate cake.
A painting of a cake.
Painting.
A painting of a cake. Where did I stop after the museum?
At the bakery.
I stopped at a bakery. Why?
Because so big enough. No.
Why did I go to the bakery? What was I thinking about?
Beautiful cake.
I was thinking about a beautiful cake, right? The chocolate cake. I stopped because I was thinking about the cake. Why didn't I buy the beautiful cake with orange slices on top?
Because it was big.
Not just big, but...
Oh, no. Too big.
It was too big for
Too
me.
big.
Yeah, it was really big. Beautiful, but too big for me. So what did I buy?
Little chocolate cupcake.
A little chocolate cupcake. Why?
Okay, it was big enough? No.
It was big enough and small enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, small enough. Just it's big enough for one person.
Yes, for
And small enough not to give me a stomachache. Okay. All right, good job. So it helps to read silently at first, or read silently and listen to someone else read. Then, after the first reading, ask yourself questions. How well did you understand? Can you remember the main information? After you're sure you understand a text, then you can read it aloud. Listen now and you can read along with Flavia and Andreia. Let's practice one more time. You can do the first paragraph, you can do the second. So you can start. Go ahead.
Last Saturday, I went to the art museum. I didn't have enough time to see everything. There are too many things to see in one day. But I walked around and I enjoyed a lot of different art pieces. I saw paintings of nature and people. I also saw some painting of food. My favorite was a painting of chocolate cake. It looked good enough to eat.
Good. Listen to these words. Museum.
Museum.
Enjoyed.
Enjoyed. Enjoyed.
Art pieces.
Art pieces.
Make sure you get all the pieces, paintings, right? It's all the S's. Nature.
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 Nature. Good. Okay. So it looked good enough to eat. After?
After the museum, I was still thinking about that chocolate cake, so I stopped at a bakery. They had a beautiful cake with orange slices on top, but it was too big for one person. I looked for something else. Finally, I saw it. a lovely little chocolate cupcake. It was big enough to make me happy, but also small enough to eat on my way home.
It's almost a tongue twister. Lovely little chocolate cake. A lovely little chocolate, blah, blah, blah. A lovely little chocolate cupcake.
A lovely little chocolate cupcake.
A lovely little chocolate cupcake.
I love a little chocolate cupcake.
Good. Okay. What else was the other word? When we read, you try to go smoothly. Not finally, I saw it, but I saw it. Yeah.
Finally, I saw it.
Yeah. A lovely little chocolate cupcake.
A lovely little
chocolate cupcake.
A lovely little chocolate cupcake.
A lovely little chocolate cupcake.
I love a little chocolate cupcake.
It's because she likes cupcakes more. She can say it better. That's why it is. Okay, so we have lots of twos and enough. What happens? There are too many things to see, right? This is a problem. You could do adjectives, adverbs, and we also can do a noun, right? Too many things to see. Too many things to see. Whereas we have too big for one person. Too big for one person. But when we have enough, the order switches, right? If we have too big, big enough. So remember the word order. The word order. I didn't have enough time. So we do enough plus a noun. Okay.
Unscramble the words. I didn't have enough time. There are too many things. It looked good enough to eat. It was too big for one person. It was small enough to eat. When you read a text aloud, remember to stop after each sentence. It's also helpful to pause within a longer sentence. I can help you and tell you where it's okay and natural to pause within a sentence. Use my text to practice reading aloud. Listen to how I say the key words, the important words. These are words like nouns, verbs, adjectives, and adverbs. I say these words more carefully. Let me read for you one more time. The perfect chocolate cake. Last Saturday, I went to the art museum. I didn't have enough time to see everything. There are too many things to see in one day, but I walked around and enjoyed a lot of different art pieces. I saw paintings of nature and people. I also saw some paintings of food. My favorite was a painting of a chocolate cake. It looked good enough to eat. After the museum, I was still thinking about that chocolate cake, so I stopped at a bakery. They had a beautiful cake with orange slices on top, but it was too big for one person. I looked for something else. Finally, I saw it. A lovely little chocolate cupcake. It was big enough to make me happy, but also small enough to eat on my way home. You can practice that text aloud. If you'd like to read other texts, longer texts, then check out my Oral Reading Fluency series. That's all for now. Please like and share the video with others. As always, thanks for watching and happy studies! Follow me on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Don't forget to subscribe. Turn on those notifications.